It was springtime on the island of Sodor. The Northwestern Railway was buzzing with activity. Except for Thomas's branch line, it was closed for maintenance. There was plenty of work that was needed to be done to get it ready before May. While it was being worked on, the engines were sent to work elsewhere. Thomas and Rosie were sent to help on the Little Western. Lily and Luke were sent to Edward's branch line, while Toby was helping with the Shining Time branch line. Percy, on the other hand, was sent to work on the Great Waterton Branch Line.
Hello, Percy! I heard you will be working with us while the Hartshorne branch line is under repairs.
I know. I wonder what jobs will be there for me.
Well, your first job is that you are going to be working with Gator.
Excellent! I haven't seen Gator for a long time. It will be wonderful to see him again. Gator! It's great to see you again.
Hi, Percy. It's good to see you again. How's it going?
I was sent here to work while the Hartshorne branch line is closed for repairs. I also now have my own brake van called Bruno.
Speaking of Hartshorne, I've got some trucks of building supplies. You'll be more than happy to come along. Did you also hear that the Fat Controller is planning a railway fair in a couple of weeks?
Of course, Gator.
And also, where's your new brake van?
I was told to take him in for you, Percy.
Thanks, Billy.
Gator and Percy comes along the countryside. Station, they were soon nearing a junction. However, the signalman had been drinking too much and passed out. Percy was too excited about the railway fair that he didn't see Stanley coming out of the siding. Look out, Percy! Gator had arrived at Elsbridge. Here is the supply, sir.
Gator, we're no more than that. We can't continue working without them, and Terence is on his way to collect more at Elsbridge West.
Oh yes, Percy! Percy was supposed to be delivering that. I better see if he's alright. Percy, didn't you notice me coming out of that siding? And now you've accidentally broken the coupling between me and Cub.
Whoops! I've been too excited for the fair that I didn't see you on the same track.
Percy then looked over to see 3 engines that Stanley was pulling. The first 2 had a similar shape to Billy and Charlie, and the other had the same wheel configuration as Edward and Molly.
Well, hello there. We haven't seen another engine for years.
Hello. I'm Percy.
You don't mind if you introduce yourselves to Percy, guys?
I'm Poppy, and this is my twin Pete.
And I'm Cub.
How did you 3 end up here? Were you abandoned after Great Waterton closed down when the springs dried up?
Well, it's a bit of a long story. Do you like stories, Percy?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm sure you'll find this one very interesting. We used to work on the Misty Island Railroad, and we often used to go into all sorts of mischief.
Were you 3 all the only engines on the railway?
No, there were other engines on the railway. One of them being a big tender engine who didn't really have a name, so we mostly called him Trouble, because he wasn't the nicest engine on the railway. Well, one day, the 4 of us were bought by a man called Sir Andrew Paul Johnson who had his own railway company on the other railway, but he started shut on Sodor because he wanted to compete with the North Western Railway. He had 5 other engines. Those being Hurricane, ZB, Zack, Hugh, and Izzy, who used to work on the Roseworth and Surrey Railway.
I know Hurricane and ZB. They told me they used to work from him before they were sold to the Sodor Ironworks after his death, when they were indeed of 2 engines to work there after the original ones returned to the other railway.
Were Zack, Izzy and Hugh also bought by them?
No. They have told me 3 of them were sent away to be scrapped because they can only afford 2 engines.
Oh! Now, where were we? Oh yes! He was also very strict and told us if we kept screwing up, and he would sell us for scrap. One day, we were told to shunt some trucks for Hurricane, but we were being very naughty. Poppy, what are you doing? I'm going to bump these trucks so hard that they will bump into Zack. But Sir Andrew Paul Johnson told us if we screw up again, we would get scrapped. But I didn't listen, so I backed up and gave a huge bump and crashed into Zack. Ouch! Oh, you've really done it now. So, is my train ready? Oh my goodness! Oh, you are in big trouble now. Sir Andrew Paul Johnson was indeed absolutely furious. As such, he decided to scrap us once and for all. Hurricane tried to tell him that he was being a bit too harsh, but he didn't listen. And so we decided to run away, but we couldn't think of anywhere where we wouldn't get caught. But then the driver told us about the original track for Sodor Tramway, so we hid there for years. But then recently we were rediscovered by some workmen and they decided to have us be restored.
There you are, Percy. I was worried about you.
Sorry, Gator. I was too busy thinking about the railway fair that I didn't see Stanley on the same track.
What are their names?
The names are Cub, Poppy, and Pete. They've been in the sightings for years, and they've been telling me about these stories.
Once you've done your work, could you help me to the works?
Don't worry. I'll ask the faculty if I can help.
Percy soon arrived at Elsbridge. The Fat Controller was waiting for him.
What took you so long?
Percy decided to tell him about Cub, Poppy and Pete.
Of course I will. I'll let Stanley take Poppy and Pete, and you'll take Cub.
At Crovan's gate, the Fit Controller was telling the Skarloey engine some news in regards to the fair. As you all know, the railway fair will be taking place at Ulstead Castle, and given how you're also going to be on display there, I have also invited some engines from the Isles of Man.
Will my twin Taliflin be coming too?
I'm afraid not. He's needed on his railway, but I want you to make sure the guests feel welcome and comfortable. We'll try.
You seem to be in a good mood, Percy. Is it because of the railway fair?
Well, that is for one. It's because I met 3 engines that Stanley was talking to. He lent me to help Cub to the works for an overhaul.
Don't you think we have already enough new engines that have to be restored, like with Ponya, Tasha, Marie, and those 3?
I think we've gotten to the point where they all been found.
Hopefully it will stay like that.
Right, since your overhauls have been finished, I have a very special job for you, Poppy and Pete. You two are going to be helping with the repair work on the Farquhar Branch Line, while Cobb, you are going to be working at the Vickerstown Goods Yard as I bought 2 new diesel engines. Well, I'm not sure where the other one is, so I want you to work there until he does show up. Yes, sir.
But what if we screw up again and then you would have us get scrapped like what happened with our last owner?
Don't worry, I wouldn't scrap any of my engines. This made the 3 engines feel better. The other engines also got to speak to Cub, Poppy and Pete while they were being restored. As well as Hurricane ZB, the only surviving engines of Sir Andrew Paul Johnson's fleet. By the time their overhauls were complete, it was getting closer to the railway fair.